What's up, YouTuber? Welcome back to my channel. And in this video, I'm gonna be addressing my Alabama fans, and I want to ask y'all a question. You know, this is a thing that's been bothering me, and I just want to get some feedback. You know, uh, last couple of games or so, and a couple of seasons actually, our defense hasn't been playing, up to par, and it makes me wonder. Is this a coaching issue or is this a player issue? And I'm gonna just, go back in time and let's see where I think the problem happened at. In 2017, I believe we had Tosh LaPoy as our defensive coordinator. It was his first time being a coordinator. He was our previous outside linebackers coach, and we started to let him be our coach our defense. uh, Comes find out that he's not really good at calling the defense, and we inserted Pete Golden, and Pete Golden's on the staff, and if I'm not mistaken, I think he took over right before the championship game in 2018 against Clemson. Uh, Clemson had a very, very good team that year. Trevor Lawrence was a freshman, and they beat us pretty bad. I think they beat us 44-16 or something like that. We had Tua. Uh, Tua was injured, but no excuse. Um, Clemson completely outcoached us in that game, guys. It seemed like we couldn't. Uh, our defense was non-existent. Pete Golden came in. That was his first, time at Alabama being the coordinator. So, but we took a bad loss. Insert 2019. Um, uh, Dylan Moses got hurt, right before the season started. I think it was a non-contact injury or something like that. So down goes our leader on our defense. Had a good season prior and everything. Was able to step up and keep games, and it was looking promising for him to be our leader on defense. But he got hurt, and we inserted Christian Harris, and I forgot the other guy's name right now. He's currently at USC right now. I can't think his name right now, but we insert those two guys, two young guys, and I remember it was in 2019, I believe. Yes, we played against LSU. LSU came to Tuscaloosa, Bryant-Denny Stadium. Heck of a team, you know. Joe Burrow and Saint Hilaire, all those good players. Jefferson, and they came in Bryant-Denny Stadium and completely dissected our defense. Like I said, it's understandable. You got two young guys in the middle calling the defense, and you know, we took that loss. And then we went on to lose to Auburn, and we took two losses that year. Finished out the season in a bowl game against Michigan. And got the victory. Then we entered 2020. Matt Jones at quarterback, and we had the guys on defense, Christian Harris and all that, and we had some games in that year. You know, Played Ole Miss. Ole Miss was able to put 48 on us. Um, Linebacker play was not up to par. We missing guys, missing their lanes and gaps and stuff like that. So, you know, but we won the game. We was able to outscore, Ole Miss. And then we went into SEC championship against Florida, another great team. They had Tony, I forgot his first name, but Tony at the tight end. Straight out defense, we could not stop him. You know, like I said, the linebacker play continued to struggle. Covering running backs and tight ends out the backfield. It just continued to happen. But we won the championship that year. 2020. Then we entered 2021. We go to Texas A&M Stadium. And we lose 41-38. You know, uh, Good team. Texas A&M has a very, very good team. They played as well this year. You know, and now we enter 2022. We was doing good, defensively, but We played Tennessee and we lose 52-49. So same issues, linebacker play. This time, the whole defense as a whole just wasn't playing up to par. And the point I'm trying to get at, it seems like ever since Kirby Smart left and Jeremy Pruitt left, our defense hasn't been playing up to par. We know Pete Golden's our defensive coordinator. And if I'm not mistaken, this is his 5th year. We heard all offseason this was going to be one of the best Nick Saban defenses, and we completely just not show up against Tennessee. We had some plays in the game where we got got some stops, but I'm seeing the reoccurring pattern that we're just soft, particularly soft at the cornerback position and in the middle of the defense. Now, Pete Golden coaches the middle linebackers, and I'm not, Nick Saban is one of the best defensive minds in college football. But my question is, like, when are we going to start placing the blame on Nick Saban? It's obvious that he trusts Pete Golden, but I feel like we're not getting the results that we're getting. And don't get me twisted. Like, we're going to lose games. I get that, guys. I know, other teams are good, but I just see this reoccurring pattern that the linebacker play. And like I said, Pete Golden's, that's his position group. He coaches the inside linebackers. But the whole defense as a whole is not playing up to Alabama standards. What do you guys think is the problem? I mean, me personally, Pete Golden coaches the inside linebackers. And yes, I think the players got to be held accountable too, because I don't feel like the players play up to the discipline that they're supposed to. Getting penalties and stuff like that doesn't help. But it used to be a time where Nick Saban, if a player wasn't playing up the par, he would bench them. And the point that I'm trying to get at is that, Tennessee had a great team. Don't get me twisted. Like, they're very, very good. Jalen Hyatt had 5 touchdowns. He had over 200 some receiving yards. And Helms was getting, burnt every play. I didn't see any adjustments with the Alabama defense. Me personally, I thought we should have put an extra corner out there. Safeties weren't going to be able to catch up, to Tennessee's wide receivers. Is that a coaching issue or is that just a player issue? Me personally, I think it comes down to coaching. And we always want to blame Pete Golden for the product that we get on the field. But at what point are we going to address, it's Nick Saban's team. It's his defense. And I'm not questioning his defense. I'm just saying, like, what is it about that he trusts in Pete Golden? Don't get me twisted. We've improved, but not to the point where, I feel comfortable that, hey, we're playing up to par. Like, the middle of our defense has been suspect. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is it the players? Is the attitude of the team? We're getting a lot of penalties. I think we had 17 penalties in this last game. And I just don't get it. Like, is the defense outdated, or is it the players? Is it the position coaches? You guys let me know in the comment section. Like I said, congrats to Tennessee. They did what they're supposed to do. They exploited our defense, and you can't help, be glad for them. I mean, they did what they're supposed to do. They went out there. They felt they could win, and they did it. But we always want to, complain about the penalties and stuff like that and stuff. And trust me, there was some things that went on in that game where, kind of questionable as far as the referees. But at the end of the day, the defense gave up 52 points. I know Bill O'Brien, I don't like him particularly with his play calling, but we was able to put up 49 points, guys, and that should have been enough to win any game. I don't care who you playing. 49 points should be enough to win the game. We gave up 52 points, guys. And Will Anderson wasn't a factor in this game. Josh Heupel had a good game plan. He made Will Anderson not even a factor in this game. We didn't get no pressure on Hendon Hooker for the most part. He had a clean jersey, and he just had all day to pass on us. And I'm just wondering, is Nick Saban going to make a change, you know, at the coaching position? Is it Nick Saban's fault? Is his defense outdated? I don't think it is. But at the same time, it just baffles me that, you know, at cornerback, we have guys get penalties for not turning their heads. Nick Saban coaches the secondary. He coaches the corners. Is it a coaching issue? Is it a scheme issue? We've had several games the last couple of seasons where teams just completely out scheme us. And when it's a scheme, I believe it's coaching. But we give Nick Saban praise when we win games, but we don't want to, look at it from the other side. And I'm not blaming Nick Saban. I think it's a coaching issue. But what do you guys think? Do you think it's the coaching? Do you think it's the players? I trust Nick Saban to get it fixed. Don't get it twisted. I think he's going to find a good job. But like I said, congrats to Tennessee. They exploited it. And if we don't buckle down, we got Mississippi State next week. We still got to go to LSU. We still got to go to Ole Miss. And Auburn always plays us tough. And it just, I'm just concerned as an Alabama fan, where our defense is going. Our defenses used to be really, really strong. We built our teams off of a good defense and a good run game. The run game has been good for us, but the defense hasn't been playing up to par. But what do you guys think? Leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. And just let me know how y'all feel. Am I wrong? Am I missing something here? You guys let me know. Once again, guys, if you haven't, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And by doing so, it greatly helps out my channel. It helps me grow as a content creator. Thanks, guys, and roll tide.